Testing, 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 testing. Last night was the conference opener. Tonight, a chance for 2 straight, or I should say today, it's 3 p.m. Always weird going from a night game right to a day game, but we've got daytime basketball between the Yuba 49ers and the Mission College Saints. Hi, everyone. Welcome inside the gym here from Santa Clara. My name is Austin Oda, along with Siana Mayarkin. Big one today for the Saints, trying to pick up 2 in a row after a really, really nice win last night.
Definitely. They were very dominant with a 95-34 score victory over Gavilan, its conference opener. Mission started off 1-0 in the conference play for the second straight season under head coach Antonio Veloso and assistant coach Jerry Mackay.
And now the Saints will try to pick up 2 straight as the 49ers win the tip-off. The starters for the Niners, it's Natalie Hernandez, Emma Fisilau, Grace Ketterling, Crystal Medina, and Crystal Gunn-Briggs. On the other end for the Saints, Alyssa Lopez, Jody Regondola getting a 4th straight start with Gabby Jarrett, Malin Wong, and Kaylani Trout-Lacey down low. This Yuba team plays through its forwards. They've got 3 really good forwards and have struggled a little bit on the guard play. Out on the perimeter, it's Emma Fisilau who can really play. She takes a right wing triple that misses off back iron and out, but it was last touched by Jarrett, and the 49ers get a fresh 20. So the Niners will get it in from the baseline. Looking to get it inside from Morning Gun Briggs. She turns over the left shoulder and missed it, and Jarrett has a second rebound after an 11-assist performance yesterday. Might have her first here. It's Regondola for 3, and she stays red hot. Jody Regondola hit 5 threes yesterday, and she's on the board early.
Saints definitely stay pushing the ball and make sure to get points early.
Great to see for Jody, who talked yesterday after the game about how last year she was a bench warmer. This year she's really stepping up into becoming more of a role player, and she's top 10 in the conference in threes made. She's really improved as Morning Gun Briggs turns and hits off the feed from Hernandez. So 3-2 Mission leads early on. Interesting to see Malin Wong walk the ball up for the Saints, but she pushes past the defender on the right side, goes off glass and out, and the rebound to Fisilau. It's not something the Saints do a lot, work the ball up with Malin Wong, but she gets an early touch there. Here's Crystal Medina, who hasn't played a ton this season, bumping through his Morning Gun Briggs. She missed everything, and Trout-Lacey pulls down the board. Lopez walks to the top, gives it over Jarrett off a screen from the left side, and the Saints start 2 of 2 from deep.
Saints moving the ball around very well, something they're used to doing.
2 made baskets, 2 assists, 2 threes. Here's a near steal. It's loose. It'll be a jump ball, and the possession goes to the Saints. And you got to love that defensive intensity early on if you're Mission.
They're always going for the open balls, trying to get jump balls, keep possession.
Good to see Gabby Jarrett hit from downtown. She was so good from deep last season. Starting her night 1 of 1. Again, 11 assists, 6.6 boards yesterday in the win over Gavilan. Wong on the right side, Regondola wanted the 3. Now she'll drive from the right angle, leaves it off inside. It goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Saints. So with 15 to shoot, what are you looking for here if you're Mission?
I think definitely a dump down if you can get one, but a 3 is something they love doing.
How about from Trout-Lacey? A little bit short, rebound by Jarrett. And they'll reset the shot clock to 11 seconds. Kaylani Trout-Lacey hit a 3 a couple games ago in the loss against San Francisco. Not the first in her 2 seasons here at Mission. And Jarrett will work it from the baseline again.
I think the Saints will try and get this in quick, get a fast shot up.
And we'll see. There they go. Get it in quick, but it goes over the head of Trout-Lacey. Wong gets it back. Lopez from the logo with 6. Takes it right. A step back triple, and Alyssa Lopez can't bank it in, but Jarrett skies up for the offensive board. Now back on the left side. Regondola back to Lopez from beyond the arc at the top of the key. That went a little short. And a rebound fought for by Trout-Lacey. Back to Lopez again. Now they'll reset it with Jarrett, and they slow it down. Wong in the middle, back to Jarrett, top of the key, back to Lopez left side. 10 to shoot. Trout-Lacey with a right-handed hook. A little bit long, and the rebound goes to Gun Briggs. Two offensive rebounds on that possession for the Saints as Morning Gun Briggs turns, can't hit, long rebound to Wong. Here comes Malin Wong down the right side. Nice spin move and a take with the left. Missed it. Trout Lacey's put back good. So Kaylani Trout Lacey, one of the top rebounders in the state, continues to dominate the boards. As now here's a shot that misses everything. Rebound poked through. Morning Gun Briggs missed it, and Jaredette's got another rebound. Here's Lopez for three. Off the right side. Rebound by the Saints. Trout Lacey comes away with it, and then a steal as comes out off the hands of Fisilau.
Niners able to move the ball around, but they lose it.
That's a nice job by the Saints defensively to poke that one away as Wong gets it into the corner. You can hear Coach Veloso saying she needs help as she hands it off, gets it back. Wong, about a 15-footer, missed it, gets her own miss, puts it back up and out. Rebound Trout Lacey again, kicks it out. Regondola's already hit 1-3 and can't hit the second one. She missed it long. And now Yuba will slow it down. Feels like these teams are laboring a little bit just on both sides of the ball. Very fast-paced first couple minutes.
Able to get a lot of attempts up, but need to make shots.
Now from the top of the key, Fisilau from way deep. Shot it off the left side of the rim. Another board for Jaredette. She's already got 5 through the first 5 minutes. 8-2 Saints lead. Regondola open on the left side. Extra pass. Lopez from the corner. A little bit long. Can Trout Lacey hustle down this rebound? Just a little bit out of her reach. But I love that pass from Regondola to get the extra look to Lopez in the corner.
Definitely, definitely. And Yuba has a lot of open spots left up, giving open three-pointers to a good three-point shooting team, the Saints.
Saints have already hit 2 today. Hit their first 2, but have gotten a little bit cold as both teams make subs. Charisma Morning Gun Briggs comes in. Fisilau dumps it over the top to Morning Gun Briggs, who's fouled by Mo Martinez down low.
Martinez just came off one of her best games, hitting 2 threes for the first time in the season while adding 7 rebounds and a pair of assists against Gavilan.
Charisma Morning Gun Briggs misses the first free throw. Sophomore in her 3rd year, spent 2023-24 at Cosumnes River as she hits the second free throw. 8-3. Mission's lead is 5 after a couple threes. One from Jaredette, one from Regondola. Here's Malin Wong working to the nail. Gets it back out. Snow De Leon checks in as well for the Saints. They get it to her on the left side, and now she'll drive baseline. She gets hooked, and it'll be a baseline inbound again.
I like seeing this new version of Malin Wong. Driving the ball up the court, definitely moving around a lot.
Wong gets it on the left side. Now she'll drive again. She tries to put one up. It's blocked by Morning Gun Briggs, who's the team leader in blocks, and the rebound goes to Fisilau. So can Yuba get anything going on the offensive end? Because the defense has been there over the last couple minutes. Got to get Fisilau going, and now she tries to go into the lane. Blocked by Wong, out of bounds. It'll stay with Yuba.
Saints able to play good defense all the way through the plays, get blocks.
18 seconds to shoot for Yuba off the inbound. Quickly onto the wing for Crystal Medina, who handles, crosses left. Now spins past Lopez, working into the paint. She puts it off the tin and out. Rebound tipped by Martinez, loose on the floor, and it goes back out to Grace Ketterling. So now Yuba gets to reset after its first offensive rebound. Fisilau over to Ketterling, now back for Ketterling at the top and to Fisilau on the right side. Into the paint, over the head of Morning Gun Briggs, and taken away by Mo Martinez. Nice job defensively by Martinez. The Saints take it down the left wing. Jaredette's already hit 1-3. Missed that one a little flat. Rebound, Wong. Thrown inside for De Leon, and she gets fouled. They're going to say that was on the shot. So Wong will get to the line and shoot a pair. First free throw good.
Saints now lead 9-3 with 3:47 left in the first quarter.
And Wong misses the second. Rebound, Morning Gun Briggs. Coach Veloso wanted to call timeout there after the second free throw. Wong made the first, and then they couldn't get the timeout because they called it at the wrong time, as this one rebounded by Morning Gun Briggs and she gets fouled. And then Wong missed the second, so they couldn't get the timeout. Morning Gun Briggs will get to the line and shoot a pair. Strout Lacey comes back in for Malin Wong. Some really good minutes for Malin Wong early on, as the hustle was definitely there from the Saints sophomore forward.
Although the score is not telling of how good Yuba is playing, they have really good plays that involve the post and get them some good mid-range shots and even dump downs.
Yeah, they've definitely had some good looks today, just unable to capitalize. Morning Gun Briggs missed the first free throw, 9-3 Mission leads, and she hits the second. 9-4 Mission's lead is 5. Lopez still looking for her first points of the night, of the day. She kicks it back out to Jaredette. Now they go into the post for Trout Lacey, who turns and hits from about 2 feet out. Already 4 for Kaylani Trout Lacey.
It's one of their fast inbound plays. Definitely gets the ball moving.
That one's blocked again by Trout Lacey, and the rebound to Lopez. Saints don't have numbers. Lopez cruises through the middle, takes it to the left block, dumps it inside, finds an open Trout Lacey. Up and under, she can't hit. Rebound by Kaylani Trout Lacey as she throws it into the paint. Over the head to Martinez, over to Jaredette from the right side, can't get it. Another offensive rebound for Kaylani Trout Lacey. She goes to work in the post. Now back to Jaredette, a reload three, splash! And it's 14-4 Mission.
Saints win the 50-50 balls and getting offensive rebounds back-to-back gives you shots like that.
There's another ball that was loose on the floor that goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Yuba. It'll stay with Yuba. How about Gabby Jaredette starting with 2 threes today?
Gunbergs and Hernandez subbing in for the 49ers, and Regandola subbing in for the Saints.
Regandola hit that first 3 of the afternoon for Mission. 2 from Jaredette, 1 for Regandola. They go over the top. Jaredette tries to turn for it. Here's Fisilau spinning into the paint. What a move, and she hits.
I think if Yuba continues to do that, drives down, goes for the definitely defensive plays.
Here over the top for Regandola. Over on the right wing, Lopez catch and shoot 3. Off the right side of the rim, and a rebound to Medina. 14-6, Yuba's still right in this one. Yuba's done this kind of all year where they've had close games around the half that they haven't been able to finish off. Fisilau resets it from the top. Crosses left, working on Garrett at just so much strength. She throws it into the post, poked by Regandola. It goes to the short corner. Now on the left side, Hernandez back to the top. Fisilau for 3. Shot misses off the right side of the iron, and Regandola's got a rebound. Here comes Lopez, throwing it to De Leon. Working into the post. De Leon swatted from behind by Fisilau, and the rebound to Morning Gun Briggs. Fisilau already a steal and a block early on. As Ketterling takes it into the corner, and she's trapped. They got to get it out, and they somehow do to Medina, and then the give inside, and Hernandez hits.
Seems like both teams are matching playing style.
Really nice job by Yuba to get out of the trap there. Trout Lacey from above the free throw line. Off the right side of the rim, and Fisilau grabs the rebound, and just like that, Yuba's within 6 here with under a minute to play in the first period. Fisilau cutting left, hopped through the lane, took too many steps.
That was a good idea by Yuba. Continue to drive through the defense.
Saints can go 2 for 1 here to end the first quarter, leading 14-1, or 14-8, excuse me. Yesterday they led 22-0 before a bucket, as there's a bucket by Jaredette, who continues her great start. She's got 8 points, 5 rebounds, a pair of assists, and she's hit 2 threes.
Yuba left the lane right open for her.
Now there's a lane for Hernandez, who tries to throw it over the top. Nice read by Trout Lacey, and the Saints will slow it down. No, Trout Lacey goes into the lane and hits. Kaylani Trout-Lacey coast to coast. And now we'll see if Yuba can get the last shot. This one goes over the head of Morning Gun Briggs. She turns, blocked again by Trout-Lacey. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Yuba with 6.9 seconds to play. But Kaylani Trout-Lacey, that was impressive.
This first quarter filled by blocks by all the forwards and posts. They are playing well.
Just under 7 seconds to play first quarter, 18-8. Mission leads. Ficilau stripped by Lopez. Now with 3. Lopez to beat the buzzer with a layup. No. Off the right side of the iron and out. Thought she was going to stop from the logo and try to hit. But 18-8, and I think a lot of good in the first quarter for Mission.
Definitely, definitely. They're moving the ball around really well. They just need shots to fall.
So we'll be back in about a minute. 18-8 Mission leads after 1. Eighteen to 8, Mission leads after 1. I'm Austin Oda. She's Sienna Mallorquin. And hey, you've got the play-by-play for the second and third periods.
Amazing. Thank you so much. The 49ers will start off the possession in the second quarter. Niners passing the ball around, get into the post. Not able to convert. Shot is knocked out of bounds. Saints will have possession.
And in this kind of second lineup for Mission, the Niners definitely have the height advantage, where they have 2 players that are about 6 feet tall. Caleb Patton, the tallest forward on the floor for the Saints right now. And so these are minutes that you feel like Yuba should be able to take over.
Definitely. DeLeon passes it to Patton. Patton loses it out of bounds. It's knocked by the 49ers. Saints will inbound. Where do you think the ball's going now?
Love going quickly inside.
Yes. Wong again with the ball. Passes to Gerardette for 3. And it's just off. Niners not able to grab the rebound. Saints will have possession.
I think these inbounds are where Mission can really take over in this bigger lineup for Yuba because they have the speed to get inside off the inbound.
Yes, they can pretty much get any shot they want. Gerardette throws it away to the Niners. Emma Filisau passes it to a post, and Gun Briggs goes up for 2.
Yeah, I think if Yuba wants to come back in this game, it's got to be more of that. Ficilau can really pass, and Morning Gun Briggs can really finish.
DeLeon with the reverse, she misses. It was a good drive. Niners slowly moving the ball up the court. Ball knocked out of bounds. Saints will inbound.
Looked like Morning Gun Briggs tried to go no look into the paint there. It was just a little bit overcooked. Ficilau didn't have her head on the ball.
Wong with the ball again. Dribbles it to DeLeon. DeLeon drives. Kicks it out to Alyssa Lopez for 3. Just off. She's not been able to score yet, but I'm sure we'll get a 3 very soon. Ficilau spins around. Gets it into the post. Overshoots it. It goes out of bounds. This ball will go back to the Saints.
And it feels like Yuba's doing the right thing. They're trying to get it into the post with this height advantage. Execution just isn't there, but if they do, it's where it feels like it's going to get dangerous for Mission.
Exactly. Wong drives, tries to get around her defender. Reverse is no good. Patton gets the rebound and is fouled on the putback. She will shoot 2 at the line. Foul is on Charisma Gun-Briggs.
Love that, though, for Caleb Patton, the aggression to get back in there. and fight it back up on the second try.
Definitely. She misses the first. Patton airballs the second and goes 0 for 2 at the line. Niners will have possession. Seems now that Saints are pressing.
And I like using the press defensively for Mission because with this bigger Yuba lineup, they're not going to be as quick as Mission is, and so Mission should, in theory, be able to get to those kind of 50-50 balls a little easier.
Definitely, yes. Yuba seems frustrated, gets it to the post though, and they're not able to complete the play.
Again, that's a great pass. I mean, that should be finished every time. A lot of space down there.
This seems like poor execution on Yuba's side and definitely cannot make shots fall. Ball goes to De Leon. She drives, passes it out to Lopez. Will these be her first points? Oh. Patton gets the ball now and makes the 2. They were able to clean that play up, definitely.
Yeah, I really like that from Alyssa Lopez because obviously it hasn't been her day shooting the basketball, but those will come. And I think if you make the smart basketball plays, the basketball gods will reward you a little bit.
Yuba gets it to the post, spins, and gets it off.
It's a really good move by Crystal Morning Gun Briggs. She's the leading scorer right now. She's been the leading scorer this season. You can see why.
Saints push the ball to Alyssa Lopez. Now to De Leon. Jodette drives. Not able to get the shot up all the way, but she is fouled. Kedling's foul. Jodette will shoot 2 at the line. Reagan Dola and Kehlani Trot-Lacey will sub in for the Saints. And Jodette makes her first. Jodette goes 2 for 2 at the line. She is first in free throw percentage on her team. Niners try to break the press. They throw it out of bounds.
Even though Regandola isn't going to get credited for his steal there, that possession was all made by her. Jumping, kind of screening the attacker on the other end, Medina.
Definitely. Wong was blocked, kind of.
She just kind of got trapped in midair and
Yes.
went off her leg. Kind of a double turnover.
Yuba has possession. Again, Mission pressing, making this a very difficult situation for Yuba. They're able to break the press. Yuba tries moving the ball around, gets it to the post. Gun Briggs. Saints put up a good defensive play. Jodette drives around the defense to Lacey. The 2 is short. Gun Briggs with the rebound. Fisi driving the ball down the court. Gets to the rack. Misses, is blocked by Lacey. Ball bounces off of her foot. It'll be Saints possession.
Gabby Jarrett made an incredible pass on that last possession. Driving in, got past Fisi on the right side, and then threw it to the middle. Trout-Lacey just couldn't hit from the free throw line, but Jarrett has been fantastic today.
De Leon subs in for the Saints. Good pass by Alyssa Lopez to De Leon. She is fouled by Natalie Hernandez. We have another inbound play by the Saints. Goes to Wong, who passes to Lacey. A good pass back by Jodette, and it's an and 1 by Maylin Wong for 2. She has a chance for a 3-point play here. And another assist for Jodette.
And Wong's been so good recently, just really starting to heat up from the field. Scored in double figures in her last 4 games, and you can see why. She's so good from 10 to 15 feet out. Feels like everything is good from that range.
Very aggressive. And she completed the three-point play with that free throw. Crystal Mornington-Briggs subs in for Yuba. I do like this new aggression from Aylin Wong. Yuba pushes it to Hernandez for the dump down to Ketterling, and they get the 2.
That's a great play. They've got some really good work on the cutters. They just haven't been able to make any work out of it, but, I mean, you see the intensity there on the offensive end.
DeLeon passes it to Wong. Wong drives, pulls up for 2. Is short, but Lacey gets the rebound. Ball goes back to DeLeon. Pulls up for 2 again. Misses. Yuba gets the rebound. They pass it to Fisilau. She slows the ball down the court. Seems like her favorite move is to spin. Tried to pass it to the post, but it is stolen by the Saints. Jodette drives the ball up the court. Pushing the pace. Wong pulls up for 2. Misses, but DeLeon gets the rebound. She throws it out of bounds. Saints will take a timeout. Score is 25-14. Mission is up with 4:26 left in the second quarter.
DeLeon's been really good on the offensive boards this whole season. Got one there. And at someone who's not the tallest player, when Snow DeLeon gets those offensive boards, it's impressive because that's all just hustle when you're making those kinds of plays on the offensive glass.
Exactly, and she knows what to do with the ball. She either drives, tries to go for 2, or she knows how to do a dump down to one of their posts, like Patton or Lacey. Yuba will have possession. Fisilau takes the ball up the court. Seems like Saints tried to blitz. Ball goes to Gunn Briggs. She double dribble. It's a 3 in the key, excuse me. Another turnover.
It's that double turnover. That could have really been either double dribble or a 3 in the key.
Yes.
And that's all set up by the Mission defense.
Girodette brings the ball up the court. See, they have a play for Lopez for 3. And she is short. Still not able to score yet. Ball bounces off of Wong.
Yeah, love the hustle, though, from Maylin Wong. And that setup for Alyssa Lopez has been great, where Girodette walks it up and kind of passes and sets a screen all at once.
Definitely, and this is a play they use against every team,
right,
every game, and it works every time. Yuba pushing the ball around. Get to Fisilau. She goes up for 2, and she gets it over her defender.
Now, she's really good. She can really score. She can pass. We've seen both of those things today.
DeLeon with the ball, pushes it to Lacey. Lacey gets the 2 over her defender. Seems like they're exchanging points. Saints pressing. Get the ball to Gunn Briggs. She dribbles up from top of the key. Gets it to Fisilau. Not able to convert. Fisilau knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Saints possession. I would really like to see Girodette shoot more 3s or drive to the basket. She's a really good facilitator. DeLeon gets the ball. Hands it off to Lopez. Lopez drives. Shoots the mid-range. Is slightly off, but Wong gets the rebound. Misses. Lacey gets the ball. Back to Girodette for another mid-range. And Girodette gets her 2. That was a good play. Oh, Lopez with the knock. She steals the ball, but steps out of bounds. Lopez definitely struggling to score today, but she's helping out in other places and ways, getting steals, playing really good defense, and definitely offensive rebounds.
And that's something that she's talked about, where sometimes her scoring isn't going to be there, and she needs to stay locked in on the defensive end. And you can see that today, where she's still facilitating. She gets that trap there, and it nearly leads to a steal.
Gunn Briggs moves the ball around. It's to Filausi. Girodette with a rebound. Pushes the ball to DeLeon. DeLeon gets to Wong for the easy two. They are able to convert, and this is what good defense does.
Defense leads to offense. Saints went on a 22-0 run yesterday. They said it was all the defense. They had a 25-0 run earlier this year. They said it was all the defense. And it's clearly a big part of the mentality of this team is play good defense, and it leads to offense.
Mission leads 31-16 with 2:14 left in the second quarter. Another inbound play that is amazing. And Girodette gets the three up. She misses. It goes right over and out of bounds. But she got the open shot.
Yeah, I love that. You fake like you're going to the top with three bodies crowded there, and instead you go to the corner and Girodette's wide open there.
Saints continue to press in the second quarter. Seems like Yuba just lost the ball. Lopez comes up with the steal, passes it to Martinez for three. And it is short, but it goes back to Girodette for three, and she makes it. Girodette has been really reliable today, doing everything she can. And she gets the steal, passes it to Lopez. Lopez drives to the middle, and the ball goes in. Lopez for two. She definitely needed that one. Hopefully can start scoring more.
15 first half points for Gabby Girodette. She's been incredible so far. She's nearly outscoring Yuba by herself.
Gunn Briggs trying to dribble around the defenders. Loses the ball. Stolen by Trout Lacey. Girodette pushes the pace. Goes all the way to the rack. And makes the two over her defender.
And now she is outscoring Yuba all by herself. Wow, what a turnaround for Gabby Girodette.
This is good. When Lopez can't do it for the scoring, you have other people who are able to pick up the pace. Medina has the ball at the top of the court. Up to Ketterling, gets it to Gunn Briggs, and is able to get it over two defenders for 2 points. She is definitely helping Yuba. Girodette with the ball, passes it to Martinez for three. And it rolls out. Hernandez tries to push the ball up the court. Gives it to Medina. Medina trapped. Ball is battered around. But they get to Gunn Briggs. To Hernandez for the two. That was a very sloppy possession, but Yuba was able to score out of it. Lopez shoots. Misses from downtown. And that will end the half. Mission leads 38-20. And again, Gabby Girodette just having a day.
Yeah, she's been incredible. Really, really good first half. And a chance to improve on it in the second. And we'll be back in about 15 minutes for that second half.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of the Mission Saints versus Yuba 49ers. Mission leads 38-20. Hi, I'm Sienna Meyer-Keen, joined by Austin Oda. Saints will have possession. They've played really well. Gerardette being the leading scorer and facilitator. Saints are trying an inbound play. Ball goes to Gerardette. She drives immediately. She is fouled on the drive. Saints make sure to move fast and score fast. I'm sure they want to build a lead in this third quarter.
How much of a baller do you have to be to drive past two defenders, take contact, and still be frustrated that you didn't hit the layup? And that's what Gabby Gerardette just did.
That is her whole persona. It's how she's always been. She's just a dog. Gerardette misses the first. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Saints press. Ball gets to Medina, but it's in a scrambled. Reagan Dola went for that 50-50 ball and got a jump ball.
Yeah, love that.
They're very aggressive. 49ers will have possession. Saints playing very aggressive defense. Ball gets to Hernandez. She pulls up for 2 but misses. Lopez with the rebound. Saints are pushing the pace. Ball gets to Wong. Wong drives. Picks the ball up early, and it is stolen by Medina. But they throw it out of bounds for a turnover. This has been the same thing over and over again in the first and second quarter for Yuba. They're not able to execute and just clean it up.
Yeah, again, we talked about this a lot in the first half, but it feels like the play design is there. It feels like the talent is there. It's just kind of the execution right at the end, right when it starts to really matter, is off a little bit. But it feels like if they can clean those up, it'll be...
Seems that there's a turnover by the Saints, a 3 in the key.
Yeah, it feels like if Yuba can turn around some of those errors, then it could be really solid again. 3 really good forwards on that team.
This should be a better matchup. But again, Yuba throws it out of bounds. They have size. They're just not passing to their players. Saints will have possession. Gerardette brings the ball down the court. Ball gets to Lopez at the top of the key. And then to Regandola for 3. It is tipped and short. She misses, but Lacey tips it back in, and it gets to Yuba. And they get a 2 and are able to convert off of that good defensive play. Fisilau and Gunbridge have been the best players for Yuba. If they can keep scoring, they can keep their head above water. Regandola drives, misses. Yuba gets the rebound.
Just like that, Yuba's pushing a little bit, a chance to get back into this game. Talked about this earlier, but Yuba, a team that enters halftime a lot of the time right in games and then kind of falls apart from there. This could be maybe the opposite.
They did just come off another turnover, unfortunately. Hopefully they can turn it around. De Leon subs in for the Saints. Ball gets to Wong. She passes up to De Leon, to Lopez. Fisilau deflects the ball, but Saints still have possession. Ball gets to Trout Lacey. She's not able to score over her defender. Medina takes the ball up the court for Yuba. And another turnover. That's 3 back-to-back in the possessions. This is not a good look for Yuba at all.
I would love to see Yuba slow it down a little bit. It feels like they're going up the court a little too fast. And that's 4 straight possessions where they've just overthrown it.
They're definitely playing to the Saints' pace, which is too fast for them. Lopez tries to dribble around her defender, passes it to Yuba, and that'll be a turnover. Medina takes the ball up the court. Ball gets to Ketterling. She tries to dribble around, gets to Fisilau, then Hernandez, then Medina. It's a lot of passing going on. They get to the post. And the shot is blocked by Lacey. Jardette pushes the ball up the court to Lopez. And then to Lacey. And they get the 2. Their good defense turned into good offense.
Yeah, I love that extra pass for Alyssa Lopez, too. She saw the taller defender crashing in on her, and then also saw kind of out of the corner of her eye Trout Lacey getting into the paint and was able to throw it in there. And Trout Lacey, just like that, has another double-double.
Medina gets the ball. Out to Hernandez for 3. And it rolls out. Gunn Briggs fouls. Ball will go to the Saints. If the Saints can just keep driving, get into the paint, they'll get easy shots 2 feet away from the rim.
Especially at this point in the game, Yuba's not a great three-point shooting team. They still haven't hit one today. This is one where you can start just kind of slowing down the offense a little bit.
Exactly. Wong's shot is blocked, but they will keep possession. Saints will have a different inbound play. Ball goes to DeLeon for 3, and it bounces out. But DeLeon gets her own rebound. Saints are fouled.
And again, DeLeon, that hustle offensive rebound. That's another game where she got 3 offensive boards tonight. It's just kind of, it's almost unexplainable where she just creeps through 2 bigger defenders and is able to get in there and grab the offensive board.
Wong makes her first free throw. I do like the hustle of everyone on the Saints. They definitely go for all the 50-50 balls. And Wong goes 1 for 2 at the line, misses a second. Saints pressing and trapping. Yuba is able to break the press though. Ball gets to Medina. And Saints still pressing, applying pressure. Medina breaks through, but she carries, and it's another turnover. Gunn Briggs subs in for the 49ers, and Reagan Dola subs in for the Saints. Lopez looking to push the pace. Gets to Lacey, and out to Wong. Wong drives, and is able to pass it out to Lopez for 3. She misses. Fisilau gets the rebound. Ball gets to Gunn Briggs, and she makes the 2. Yuba definitely needed that.
Yeah, I really like the high-low action that time. It works for them well. It was Gunn Briggs to Gunn Briggs, and that kind of sister connection worked out well.
Saints dribbling and driving. Wong tries to go for 2, misses. Lacey gets the rebound, but also misses her putback. Fisilau brings the ball up the court. Dribbles around her defender. Hernandez gets it to Briggs. Briggs gets the 2. Lopez brings the ball up the court to DeLeon. DeLeon drives. Passes out to Reagandola for 3. Misses just off, but Lopez gets the rebound and puts it back up for 2. Lopez doing a great job of those hustle plays, finding the 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and she's done a really good job in that all-around game today. Even when her shot maybe hasn't been there the way she wants to, she's still racking up the assists, getting in on the offensive boards, and, of course, playing great defense.
Definitely. Yuba calls a timeout. The score is 44-26. Mission is up. And there's 4:34 left in the third quarter. I do like to see this aggression from the Saints. They're definitely playing really hard, and especially against a team where it's easy to be lazy and fall back. But they're continuing to apply pressure and play great defense.
Yeah, it's nice to see every 50-50 ball. It feels like Mission's still using that same intensity for. They're not really letting down at all. This is still a variant of the starting 5 on the court. It's 4 of the starters plus Snow De Leon, who is the first one off the bench, and you love that. I think these are games that you learn later in this season, that you learn for later in the season. You're playing San Jose City on Wednesday, who's one of the top teams in the conference. This is a team that wants to win the conference every season, and especially this season, it feels like they really can.
Exactly. And I think this is good coming off a night like Gavlin's win with a 95-34 victory. I think they're just trying to push the pace and continue the wins from here. Yuba has possession. They get the ball to Hernandez. Lopez tips the ball, but Yuba regains possession. Seemed like there was almost going to be a turnover, but not. Gunn Briggs passes to Gunn Briggs. Tries to score but misses, but Gunn Briggs gets the rebound and puts it back up for two. Gerardet pushing the pace. Gets it to DeLeon, who pulls up for the mid-range two. Bounces off back of the rim. She tries to get her offensive rebound.
And Yuba, I mean, look, the Niners need a run, but they're right in this game. I think if they can hit a couple shots back-to-back and get those stops, they've got a chance.
Yeah, all they need is a run. Medina pulls up for two. Misses. Lopez gets the rebound.
You've got to hit those open shots when you need a run.
Lopez driving around her defenders. Bounces it off, is not able to make the shot. Ball is tipped out by the Saints. Ketterling will sub in for the 49ers, and Martinez will sub in for the Saints. Saints continue to press in the third quarter, even though they're up. They plan on staying aggressive. And Yuba turns the ball over. Saints really applying the pressure and making it difficult for Yuba to just even inbound the ball. Ball gets to DeLeon, she drives and is blocked, but they call a foul. Fisilau commits the foul. DeLeon will shoot two at the line. DeLeon makes the first free throw. She is 8th in the conference in free throws made and 9th in conference for offensive rebounds per game. And she makes the second free throw. DeLeon has played great today.
And even though it's not going to show in the score sheet, those were her first 2 points of the game. She's been so aggressive attacking the basket and getting those offensive boards as well.
Exactly. Yuba pushes it to Ketterling. They knock the ball out of bounds. Saints will have possession. This aggressive defense by the Saints is really helping. Gerardet has the ball at the top of the court. Passes to DeLeon, who drives. Passes it to Lopez. And Gerardet for open three. Just bounces off front of the rim. But there we have again, DeLeon with the offensive rebound. And it turns into a jump ball, which will stay with Saints possession.
Love it. Love the offensive boards. Love the play. Got Gerardet open. They actually had two good looks on that one. Lopez from the corner, but she made the smart pass to get Gerardet open. And Gerardet, who has only scored one here in the second half after 17, is looking to get back on the score sheet.
Gerardet played a butt play, tried to get the ball in fast and a shot up, but misses. Martinez fouls. Fisilau trying to be aggressive and get to the basket is stopped in her tracks. Fisilau passes to Medina. They get it to Fisilau again. Briggs puts it up for two. Briggs has been so offensively aggressive. Ball gets to Gerardet. Gerardet fakes the handoff, drives all the way to the basket, and misses.
Not sure how that isn't a foul.
Definitely looked like one from here. Ketterling pulls up for two. Is short in air balls. Medina gets the rebound. Fisilau has the ball at the top of the key. She pulls the three, and it's off. Regandolo with the rebound. Jardette pushes the ball to Martinez for an open layup. Martinez gets a 2.
And Jaredette's just been incredible tonight. This coming off an 11 assist game where she's continued to push the pace, not turn the ball over, and get those assists. It's been so fun to watch.
De Leon gets the steal, but it is stolen back, and it turns into a foul. Ketterling fouls. And Kayla Patton will check into the game for the Saints. This will be her first appearance of the third quarter. And Saints are in the bonus, so they get to shoot free throws. De Leon will shoot. And Hernandez will sub in for Yuba. Yuba has definitely fouled more in this quarter. Definitely playing very sloppy. They're trying to match aggression, but it is not working in their favor. And De Leon makes a second. Saints still pressing. Briggs gets the ball but throws it away. Saints get the steal. Lopez pushing the pace. Drives all the way. Can she get it? And she misses the layup. Tried to convert. And she fouls. Lopez takes the foul.
Kind of a so what foul. It's her first, up 20.
Just trying to be aggressive.
Stop a break, right, exactly.
Yuba able to break the press, but the ball bounces around. Oh.
I think we both saw that one.
That looked like it was going to be in trouble. Oh, and Briggs, Gun Briggs with another 2. She's the fighting force of Yuba. Lopez pulls a 3. Short, but Patton gets the rebound.
I think she was trying to throw it off of Gun Briggs, and the ball kind of just bounced up in the air.
Definitely kind of lost it. Yuba has possession. They're trying to push the ball up the court. Fieslau has the ball. She passes it to Briggs. Briggs being aggressive. Obviously goes up for 2 and is fouled. Regandola's foul.
I think that's a good foul for Regandola. Obviously, the size mismatch down there, and so best case scenario, you send her to the line and hope she misses at least one of these.
Crystal Gun Briggs makes her first free throw. They'll be shooting one more. And she makes both. Charisma Gun Briggs subs in. Jaredette brings the ball up the court. Hoping to get one shot up in this last 25 seconds of the game. Mission's up 50 to Yuba's 34. Saints will probably do the same play and try and get the ball to Lopez, our three-point shooter. Lopez shoots the 3. Just short. Fieslau gets the rebound, pushes it down the court to Medina. It looked like Medina traveled, but they didn't call it, and the ball bounces off Yuba. So Mission will end the third quarter 50 to 34. Still have a great lead. They're playing great, playing aggressive. Definitely better than Yuba's playing. And with that, we'll take a break.
Back for the fourth quarter, Austin Otis, Siana Mayarkin. 50-34 Mission leads by 16. Looking to close out its second straight win after taking down Gavilan last night by over 60 points. Not one of the best wins in recent memory. And really, by point differential, the best win under Antonio Veloso is that three is off, a rebound tipped, and it's pulled down by Trout Lacey off the second chance.
Saints continuing to be aggressive.
It's Jaredette giving it up to De Leon. Now back to Jaredette on the right side. Now into Trout Lacey, and she'll go back to the basket, give it to De Leon, a deep two, bounces high. Another offensive rebound for Snow. She feeds Trout Lacey back inside to Wong. Still loose on the floor. De Leon will keep the ball with Mission because the timeout was called. 5 offensive rebounds for Snow De Leon. It's unbelievable.
There was a lot of passing in that play. They were just trying to get it to the open person. They were not able to score, but again, those offensive rebounds are all they need.
So the Saints lead by 16. A lot of time left in this one. Yuba's offense had an open 3 on the last possession. That could have cut it to 13. It feels like Yuba's got some looks. Haven't been able to convert, but the Saints, I think they feel the intensity of this one still. Going into a huge one on Wednesday at San Jose City College. For a while, one of the top teams in California. Having a little bit of a down year. Here's Regandola on the right side. Angling right. Feeds Trout Lacey into the paint. Had a little bit of an opening as Fisila slipped past her. Out to Jaredette from the corner. A little bit long. Rebound Regandola. And she gets it out to De Leon, who drives left. Stops from about 10 feet out. Missed it long. And the rebound to Medina.
I think if you're Yuba, you definitely want to get the ball to Fisilau or Crystal Gunbriggs or Charisma Gunbriggs because they are the most aggressive offensively, and they can get them points.
Out on the right side, it's Medina. Back to the top of the key for Fisilau. She works left, spins, no look pass. Right wing 3 from Medina is short, and the rebound goes to Kehlani Trout Lacey, who's got 13 rebounds today. Up the floor to Wong. What a find! As she couldn't hit it, just a little bit overdone. And another rebound for Medina, who takes it down the right side, bumps off her defender, missed it long. Fisilau cleans up the offensive glass and cruises back out to the perimeter. Now they'll reset it with Charisma Morning Gun Briggs from the top, looking to dump it into the paint for Fisilau. She finds her, off glass and in.
Plays like that are well executed is all Yuba needs to get the score back up.
Here's De Leon under the basket, up and under, trying to answer, missed it, fighting for Trout Lacey with the offensive rebound, and that's an over-the-back foul. All right, and just like that, Yuba has a chance to get back in this game.
Seems like the Saints are being overly aggressive now in the fourth quarter.
De Leon out, Lopez in, so now the starting 5 back on the floor for the Saints.
Aaron Cunningham, coach of Yuba, is just trying to find a way to get a play going and working.
That's not going to help. Right through the hands of Medina.
Yuba just cannot execute today. Being very sloppy with all their passes, passing it out of bounds. Ketterling will sub in for the Niners. Saints trying a new play. They get the lob.
Wong was ready for it. And she was kind of just jumping for joy as now the quick inbound goes to Wong. She turns the corner and hits and one. So she missed the open layup and then hits the one over a defender. And Jaredette picks up another assist.
That's what I'm saying. Wong's just trying to be aggressive this game. She's going up when she gets the ball.
Wong with 9 points today has now scored double figures in 5 straight games. 53-36, Mission creates a little separation after the and one. As Fisilau takes it into the paint, that's a walk.
And just like that, turnover after turnover.
I think that's the third that Yuba's had, the first that's been called. 53-36, Mission lead is 17.
I think refs are taking it easy. Definitely see that Saint is an aggressive team, and they're playing very well.
Lopez in the corner, quickly into the paint for Trout Lacey, who gets fouled. 10 points, 13 boards, a pair of assists, 6 blocks for Kaylani Trout Lacey tonight.
I think that's the right foul for Gun Briggs. Don't want to get an easy 2 for Lacey, who's not far from the rim and makes those.
First free throw short.
Yuba just trying to get back into the game.
Trout Lacey in and out on the second, and the rebound to Crystal Morning Gun Briggs. So we'll see if Yuba can make a push late in this one. Medina turns and gives it back to the top of the key. Now onto the left side, back to Medina on the wing. The handoff goes to Fisilau, kind of on that play that Mission likes to run, but Fisilau couldn't catch it cleanly. She's still got a dribble, but she gives it up on the left side to Ketterling, who takes it from the free throw line. She leaves the jumper a little bit short. Wong tips the rebound. It goes out of bounds and will go back to Yuba.
The 49ers are really good at moving the ball around. They just cannot seem to make shots.
See where they go on the inbound. With Fisilau. Looking to pass with the left. She chucks it over the top to the newly inserted Ellie Rouser. Medina trots it back. Poked away by Trout Lacey. Now here she goes. She already had one coast-to-coast layup. This one is an offensive foul.
Honestly, I thought she went up nicely. Did not look like Yuba had been set up. That was just an unfortunate play for the Saints, but an aggressive one, and something we'd like to see continue from Kaylani Trout Lacey. And Saints still playing aggressive defense.
Yeah, I love it. I think they know that Yuba can get right back into this game.
Take no competitors lightly. Play everyone equally as hard.
Ketterling walks to the top, crosses right, gives it back on the right side. Now back to the top of the key for Fisilau. Trying to go into the paint, she finds Morning Gun Briggs, and she missed the layup as Trout Lacey cleans up the glass again. She's got 14.
That was the right play. Get it to Gun Briggs. She knows how to make those layups. She's very aggressive. They just need to execute, make shots, but definitely the right play.
Jaredette turns the corner on the right side, looking for Trout Lacey. It kind of just caroms to Lopez. Now back into the corner. Jaredette for 3. Flat, long rebound. It'll go to... No, it'll stay with the Saints.
That was a very aggressive play on everybody. Just trying to get the offensive rebound and just passing it around.
53-36, Saints inbound from an awkward spot, but they get it into Lopez, who nearly had it poked away. Now Jaredette in the corner, puts on the burners, gives it up. Trout Lacey hits. She's got 12, and Jaredette picks up assist number 7.
That play all happened because Jaredette decided to drive. She saw and read her defender, and that Lacey was open, and Lacey can make those twos easy.
Now over the top again, Fisilau puts it up, and she'll go to the line. And I really like that play for Yuba, just to get to the line and slow it down a little bit. We talked about the pace that both these teams have been playing at, and I think that a little more Yuba's pace, slowing it down and playing through its bigs.
De Leon and Patton will sub in for the Saints.
Fisilau, one of the top free throw shooters in the conference. They're in the Bay Valley Conference as she gets to 9 points on the evening with her first free throw. And Fisilau missed the second. It's been a little cold recently from the free throw line. Only has 9 points today. There's a jump ball. That'll go back to Mission.
But De Leon with another rebound. She is everywhere on this court.
So these stats, obviously unofficial. I'm keeping them by hand on a piece of paper next to me. But right now, Kaylani Trout Lacey has 4 steals and 6 blocks. She's been unbelievable defensively tonight.
Playing a great game today.
And you need that when you're playing 2 forwards, 3 forwards really, like Yuba has. To have that interior presence has been huge. Yuba at just 37 points. Nice movement around the perimeter. De Leon, a ball fake. Lopez under the basket. Trots it back out and gives it up to Jaredette. 5 to shoot. Jaredette now drives. Right-handed layup with the perfect angle, and she's got 20.
Jaredette is just able to dribble around her defenders. Gets through everything, finds a lane somewhere where it looks like there's no lane.
17 in the first half, 3 here in the second for Jared. That her first field goal in this in this fourth quarter. Fisilau works it around the top. Ketterling back on the left side for Rouser. And now back for Ketterling with 7 to shoot. Fisilau steps back, lobs it into the paint. Ripped away by Patton, and now the Saints will take it down with Lopez. Onto the left wing, Jaredette tees up a triple. Jaredette's got another.
You would think that size would be a problem here, as Yuba does have more size. They play more forward heavy. But, man, the Saints guards are just too good and too aggressive. Jaredette with a 3. She's everywhere. And a steal now.
How about that? Right on cue. Jaredette's got her second steal of the game. 60 to 37, 3 minutes, 50 seconds to play, fourth period. Lopez from the logo, crosses left, entering the paint. A bounce pass inside. Patton hits the layup, and Lopez has 5 assists.
We know that Lopez and Jaredette are great facilitators, and they're doing their part today.
On the left side, it's Crystal Morning Gun Briggs, tosses it to Ketterling, on the right side. Now she pulls it back, gives it up. Medina over on the left side for Morning Gun Briggs. She dribbles right. There's not a lot of movement right now for Yuba. Over the top, Ketterling, right side, nearly airball that might have tipped iron. No. And the Saints will get an extra possession with 3:06 to play as Jaredette comes out after a terrific game. 62-37, 3:06 to play in this one. Saints looking to improve to 9-7 ahead of a really tough one against San Jose and then another one on the road against Foothill next week. For returning at home to play San Mateo on the 21st.
And I do understand this is more teams added to the conference, and we have better teams playing now.
Regondola feeds De Leon, who slipped through but had it stripped by Medina. 62-37. See if Yuba can get anything. Martinez read that passing lane, but they were still able to get it over as Morning Gun Briggs turns and just gives it over to Fisilau. Into the corner. Rouser, a ball fake, gives it back to Morning Gun Briggs on the right side, lobbing it inside for Fisilau, who turns and can't hit. And another rebound for Snow De Leon, who's got 7. Lopez down the floor to Wong. She'll turn and give it back to Lopez. Now inside. Finds De Leon, who's tripped up, gets it back, gives it to Martinez, hits the layup and one. When it rains, it pours, and everything is falling for Mission right now.
Everyone's playing well. I think everyone has scored, right, in this game?
Yeah, everyone has played.
This is good teamwork. They know what they're doing.
Oh, Martinez has only gotten to the line 8 times this season. She's 4 of 8. She misses the and one try.
I think Yuba is just trying to get anything off at this point.
Yuba, a team that really struggles from downtown, just 14% from 3 this season. We've seen that today. They really haven't even taken many outside shots, as Fisilau is going to get into three-point play the old-fashioned way. She gets to the line and will shoot one more.
And that's what they should have been doing this whole game. They know they have the size. They should have been pushing it to the post or driving to get fouled. Fisilau makes sure to do that late in the fourth quarter. Charlotte Lacey will sub in for Wong.
And the free throw good from Fisilau. She's got 12. So Fisilau with 12. Crystal Morning Gun Briggs with 16. Outside of that, just not much scoring for Yuba. Lopez hasn't been her day, at least in terms of scoring, but she's got 5 assists. Martinez out on the wing to Regondola from the top, created an opening off a screen and drains a 3. 2 for Jody Regondola today.
That play all happened because De Leon set a wonderful screen that trapped Regondola's defender, and Regondola got the open 3.
67-40. Right side, it's Medina, who hands to Rouser from the top, angling right. Lost the handle. Martinez trying to play it, and she does. Second steal for Mo Martinez as Lopez is tripped up, still loose as she collided with Martinez. Ball's on the carpet and then rolled to Rouser, loses the handle again. Martinez pulls it down.
And it seems like there are injuries on both sides. It was a very aggressive possession by both teams, just trying to get that 50-50 ball.
And we'll step aside. Minute 2 to play in this one. It was Rouser that had to get helped off the court.
Martinez seems to be fine, though. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of her.
Definitely.
Seems like she'll still get a sub. Patton will sub in for Martinez. Definitely felt the hit of the last play.
First free throw good from Natalie Hernandez.
Mission leads 67-41 with a minute left in the fourth quarter.
We'll see what Mission runs here, trying to end this one. DeLeon, Patton, Trout Lacey, and Regandola on the floor for Mission. Just under a minute to play, 10 seconds past that. Regandola, step back triple, blocked. Rebound by Trout Lacey as she pulls it down on the offensive glass. A jump ball to go to Yuba.
That's a good 50-50 ball to go for.
And the Saints will mosey off the pressure a little bit.
I think that's the right call. They have a good lead.
Into the corner, Morning Gun Briggs heaves up a three and air ball. Rebound to Regandola. Now Mission will work for its last possession. We'll see if they even take a shot. There's about a 4-second shot clock, game clock difference.
Might dribble out.
Of course, you hate taking that extra turnover.
Definitely. But they've played a really good game, and their other stats will tell, like their points. They had so many rebounds, and they will do a pitch back.
Regandola gets it into the paint. Trout Lacey with three, puts one up and out. Rebound by Patton, but there was a shot clock violation as that one didn't touch rim with 2.9 seconds to go. And Yuba will just walk it out. Fisilau might heave it. She does. And she misses. And that'll do it. 67-42 in this one. An incredible game for Gabby Jarrett at Kaylani Trout Lacey was great too. And really just contributions up and down. Sienna, final thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a good matchup. Saints definitely honed in and played with their aggression. It was a good game.
Saints will be back in action on Wednesday, taking on San Jose City. That'll be a tough one. But for now, for Sienna Mallorquin, my name is Austin Oda saying so long and thank you as the Saints take down Yuba.